Well, who gets it done now? We've got Liquid versus Prodigy. Launders, tell me what you think.
I don't know. I really am looking forward to seeing what Liquid have to bring, and obviously have to rate them as the overdog. Is that a thing we can say?
What's
and
overdog?
As for Prodigy, what's overdog? Nothing much. What's up with you? And as for Prodigy, big upsets coming into this match. On that road up, that underdog arc where maybe if they win this, they're no longer the underdog. Yeah. This could be a defining match for them. And we can go map to map too. Anyone they pick up would be great, of course. Winning 2 of 3 would be an insane result. We'll see if they get that far, but we'll start first here on Ascent.
And the beauty of them open qualifiers, anyone can make a run for their money. You'd expect Liquid, organization and all, to be qualifying for the first strike, but maybe today is the Cinderella story. Settle in, folks. First map of a potential 3, best of 3s. You love to see it. And right now, we got a little bit of movement into the A split. We shall see. Breach Flash looks good, but both of the A defenders dead before they even had a chance.
Oh man, completely. Wow, just shocked that Boo was able to win that versus his Omen counterpart on the other team. Kryptix will now move into an important position. We'll clear out some of the first angles here in Heaven and Short. And they'll attempt the unlikely. A 3v5 retake on the A site.
Man, just trying to get out through the Omen smokes, proving difficult enough. Boo from underneath is able to add 1 to the tally. Hoody and Happy, the follow-up frags. It is 4 players up for Prodigy as they win pistol.
Yeah, the patented hell setup. The under balk crossfire. The dark shootout. You know that they're there, but you still can't kill them. Sometimes it's too difficult. They have a huge advantage on the players who are dropping out. They can pre-fire and hold off these angles like we just saw here from Boo. And ultimately, I mean, they're probably going to get 1 or 2, and you can't afford that in a 3-on-5.
No, sir. Especially in a pistol round where you're just already lacking full abilities.
They have the talent, but not the ability.
Literally. Take that back. Echo's trying to shoot for it. So, conversion round, what do we see? Happy, who has, at different times across his esports career, been synonymous with solo lurking, already works his way out middle into or towards the marketplace. He's got delezyh behind him, gonna use that there owl drone to go searching and seeking for the information. Little delayed kill to it. That's going to enable Hoody to give chase, but you don't want to chase too hard, Launders. There's another player tucked in the corner.
Again, it feels like teams only have 2 modes here, all in mid or all out. And as far as Happy will get, he'll understand that this information is a handshake agreement from the other team. You can get here, but you can't get past. So he'll go back and try to complete a 4-1 split as the sole player on short.
Just dodging that one. Easy pickup into Link. 2 more players here within short, and he's able to get only 1 more. soulcas with the response frag. delezyh delays the spike plant, will still get it in. And what's the situation? We've got 2 of the attackers playing post plant on long, and 2 actually within the site itself.
A similar situation, slightly better guns. We've got a recon dart available, but I don't know, are people really moving in for this right now? They can't even take out the Cypher. pipsoN is basically back in spawn and killing them.
Trying to cut off the exits, trying to add a little bit of damage, but none of that is going to actually bear fruit for Team Liquid. All 3 of their players go down, and 4 stand for Prodigy. So again, they feel out middle. They see nothing, as you so eloquently put it, the handshake on Catwalk, where they then decide to leave Happy on his own. 4 members from Prodigy committing to that A site, and it's just perfect.
This is the part that messes them up because it's not deep enough, and Happy will just show up after the flash, after the charge, and we'll see him get 2 kills because of it. He would have been pushed out of position into that perfect line of sight, and it would have been an easy frag.
Ooh, this one's quick. Lickety split, already trying to get contact. Jett v Jett inside of the cloud burst. Scream goes down to Happy. It's trades back and forth, but soulcas with the shock dart kill. Ooh, he too toppled by pipsoN. Here comes Link. It's only pipsoN left. Fakes the plant, dodges flash, hits the headshot, doesn't catch the kill though. Fresh reload, gets around the box, comes back in for second servings, and the defenders will win a round.
Wow, they hunt them down, they take it up, and they put down a round. That's pretty sweet. Wow, loving the studio shots behind these Liquid players.
Hell of a facilite.
Yeah, that's one from the future.
Take me to the mothership.
Pretty cool. Okay. Well, that's a nice confidence win here for Team Liquid. And they'll move out Killjoy hanging out at mid. We've got one ult on the Jett, but they won't need to pop it just yet. Full buy still here for Team Liquid. Oh, actually, Scream might be planning to do it. Yeah, he actually just has the Sheriff to his name.
Let's see it. He's going to go ahead and play with the Blade Storm instead. Who needs guns when you've got knives aplenty?
Oh, my God.
Now that,
I mean, that's why they pay him the big bucks.
Is sexy. That was across the map, all the way in the depths of B lobby. You have got to feel for Boo. Interesting situation here. Let's see if Prodigy can claw this one back or whether we're tied up early. Turret's going to make contact with Happy.
Nothing less fun than that.
Nah. It's a lurker's worst nightmare. Getting caught by inanimate objects.
Well, Blade Storm replenished. 5 alive. Wait. Oh, I lost Omen, excuse me.
He's still back there. pipsoN's gonna lay down the cage and hoody. Walks right through it. Scream's gonna empty out his knives. And pipsoN actually gets the best of him before he can reconcile. Link, however, all the while able to add 2 kills to the feed. And Liquid just fall off of heaven. This is actually giving space to Happy. 3 players ahead of him. This could be such a sick multi-kill. The paranoia misses the mark. Oh, Happy with 2. And oh,
through the floor.
soulcas through the floorboards with a 3rd round, or excuse me, 2nd for Liquid.
Get floor banged. You can't plan for that. That's nuts from soulcas. The cutest little angle from Happy up in heaven to make that look anti-competitive, but after the trade comes out, another frag as well. Beautiful moves. 2-2. A semi-reset of the situation.
This, man.
And this is, yeah, I mean, he's got microscopes for eyeballs. He makes this look like an easy shot with the first of 2 knives hitting the head, I think. I feel like it was the first one that even hit it.
Happy, understandably upset. Got the 2, couldn't quite close.
Okay, well, early clash on long.
Let's see it. Big fight. Dash in from Scream. 2 kills. And he's going to be looking for more. 3 to his name as he falls, as he's toppled. Eccles takes his place, and he goes down empty-handed. It's the frenzy of Happy with a missed grenade. Nobody look. Oh, it hurts.
Man. They're flustered. Scream's just ripping dog tags from their neck.
Absolutely wrecked. A chance for a recovery for Prodigy, but, I mean, they have no information anywhere on the map.
No, they wish this round was over. But that being said, they still have hope. As long as they can get themselves together. Yes. delezyh is low, but he's got all of his utility, along with Hunter's Fury, if they want to use it. And here's the first bit of that to come out. I'll drone to see if anybody has pushed anything. Can start to clear stuff out on Cat. Doesn't seem like something they're going to combine with a push, but we have yet to see. Oof. We're going to hit the flick of the century here, Link.
30 seconds left.
Smoke fades. Uh-oh. Showstopper. They're really going in on this. And Happy, well, he holds on to the rocket, but he loses his teammate, and this is going to slow him down. 15 seconds, nothing from it. He would need 3 legitimate kills, and he's not even gonna find 1. A burnt ultimate in the attempt to clutch that, but to no one's surprise, after Scream starts the show, 3-2 to Liquid.
Worth a shot, I suppose. They had the ability to potentially secure a spike plant, but I mean, after this triple up spray down with the Phantom, just beautiful stuff here from Scream. Who said he can't spray?
Oh no, we're gonna do it to him?
Unlucky.
Now, I'm no scientist.
A few pixels off.
But that geometry, that's supposed to go the other way.
Does some AoE damage to his teammate too.
Yeah, a little soften him up. A little love tap. We've got Liquid in the lead by 1. Operator on Link, operator on Hoodie.
But will they go head-to-head? Over towards the A site again. Link is here waiting. Just a small opportunity last round, but he didn't really need to hit a shot there. soulcas picked up the important kill, the spike carrier. Okay, he's rolling the drone.
Thing grew a set of wheels.
Yeah.
Just an overall slower pace to some of these rounds than what we had in our first match today. But I absolutely respect it. Size each other up. That feeling out period. Locations revealed with those recon darts. Boo getting lost within the cages. And yet, they have gotten themselves a few steps closer to the site. 5v5 spike plant. Let's go.
Yeah, they didn't want to let it happen, but now they have to show themselves a way out of this situation. But a key ultimate.
Absolutely. I mean, there is absolutely nothing that the Omen on site can do. Boo will be held unless he escapes. There's going to be 2 players able to go hide back and whine, but that plays right into the hands of soulcas. He doesn't manage to get either kill. Now he's going to have to break down the door and try to add himself to the mix. The smokes come out from Omen. It's a 4 versus 3. The counter Hunter's Fury on the bomb diffuser. Now it's delezyh to kill out Link. They're trying to get on top of it. It's scrambled. It's desperate. It's done. No time for Eccles. He better just run. 3 rounds for Prodigy.
God damn, that was a very deep round. I mean, there was a lot going on there. First of all, the way that the Killjoy ultimate was used was so interesting. They evacuated immediately. It was a false fire alarm in some sense because the plant could have gotten stuck, but because they weren't there, they found all of the key positions where they pushed out to and tried to fight him in those spots. They had Hunter's Fury to fall back on after the fact, however, and that's what gave them the confidence to leave so early on.
That sheer body count going out towards A main drew all the attention of Liquid on the retake. Never did they see that lurk coming in from Cat. And you can see, added with the desperation of the Hunter's Fury on the diffusers, just didn't really ever have a solid hold on that retake, despite them thinking all they had to do was lock down long.
The only thing they could have done, maybe, is if they had tapped the spike, which I'm not sure if they did, then they could have baited out the Fury a little bit earlier. But I'm not sure if they did or didn't. Seemed like they were quite kind of careful about that. And this has been Happy's goal, has been to try to be more of a thorn in the side of Killjoy than Killjoy can be on anybody else. Walking up here and pestering him at mid.
We saw Scream open up shop with the Blade Storm last time he had it. He's got the knives out. A group back up towards B main.
Oh, some B action.
Man, this is going to leave pressure on soulcas. He goes for the Owl drone.
Destroyed.
He's getting information from his teammates. They know they're coming in. Paranoia. He's scanned. This is a tough spot to be in. Kryptix adds a kill to the tally elsewhere. soulcas just trying to dodge the enemy's fire. And well, now they have 4 sets of feet on the site itself, but Scream already with 1 versus Boo. Hoodie's going to get that spike planted.
Oh, man.
Scream having to get the dart out. Gives Hoodie a chance to move outwards from the site itself. Cypher to the back of it. pipsoN just looking to lock down and lay down the law once the retake inevitably gets going. Scream now rolling forward into the cloudburst. Hoodie met by Link, who has now lost a teammate on top of it. pipsoN 1 versus 2. They're both coming in from the same side, and the retake connects for Team Liquid.
It was just too much pressure, and they couldn't fight back. They'll try to get Kryptix one step closer to that very important ultimate, and they'll win the round at the same time. 4-3. And it wasn't I mean, it was a great hit on B, but it was just, Scream looked so comfortable walking around with his knives out, like a kid with safety scissors, trying to find fights all the time. And he found that first duel, he looked for a second, and I think that was really the scariest part on the hold. So that was a real first attempt over towards the B site here, and it looks like we're going to have another one really quickly to follow it up.
Scream playing on the side of the Cloudburst. Oh, he almost catches the counter Jett, but it's soulcas instead to kill Hoodie. He's down to only 3 points of health. Cypher's camera is going to give them information. They know this squeeze is coming in, but when exactly and how? Or is it?
Here.
Oh, they're so uncomfortable now. They want to cancel, but they're low. They get at least a dink off on Link.
Wow. Cover going out.
2 of 4 players lucky to be alive for Liquid.
Look at their fallback. Eccles has the perfect spot, really.
He's also got his Rolling Thunder.
Yikes. Oh, he gives it up. Actually worried about this A hit that could come in. What's funny is there's nobody on A that could have walked through, and he let them have the opportunity to now get there.
So they save. Or do you attempt the retake with 2 of your players having sub 10 health? Think about it. Prodigy, they came into this round with just the lesser weaponry.
30 seconds left.
It's an even 4v4, but the health is nowhere to be found for Team Liquid. You could use your other 2 players with full bars to try and initiate or take the chance, but Link, a single pistol shot will take him down. Boo, now with 1. Tries to fall off of this. He's got teammates up here on the ledge alongside him. Eccles even able to add one. Sova's now low. Will he play contact? 3 versus 2. Happy deep beneath their feet, falling to soulcas. Now it's all on pipsoN. He has to dodge the shock dart. He's got 2 players holding him in, and that's enough for the retake. They knew they were taking a chance, but they didn't want them to slip away with a thrifty round win.
Now, I think it's a fickle round, right? A fickle retake where if either of them, as you mentioned, got pistoled down. They both could have got pistoled down early. It was over. They had some utility to fall back on. But I think where Prodigy got in their own head a little bit is they weren't comfortable knowing exactly how much health was left over and thought, well, maybe we should try to play this aggressively to get some of the fights really quickly. And that gave actually Liquid very open opportunities to shoot them down. Whereas if they had like the double under Balk setup, that's maybe a free 2 kills and really puts pressure on the clock as well. So I think it was a matter of them just with pistols feeling like they had to make a lot more happen than they did. They could have figured out, I think, exactly how much damage was dealt, but didn't feel like they did. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of interesting because a lot of space is conceded by Team Liquid in that spot as well. Like, the rotation's a little bit scary with the way Eccles, he's holding a great spot, but then he gives it up because he's worried about an A flank.
Yeah.
And that's only versus pistols. That's how scared they were.
You know, for all they know, they get caught by somebody inside of tree, lose the retake attempt before it even has a chance to get going, but instead they find their first fights in heaven. So I think it played out to Liquid.
Okay, well, we see that Prodigy love to try to overtake mid as soon as possible. Usually it's Raze alone. They know where this turret is at. It's mostly been a problem of Liquid not being able to let this turret just sit there. To capitalize off the turret finding somebody.
Shock dart's out. Man, if he shot the recon here, he'd have all the info he needs. soulcas able to get him through the wall bang of all things. Kryptix still hiding in the corner, turns away from Happy. Luckily, Scream is there to trade it. And a headshot again coming in from Scream. delezyh trades. And that is the B site open for the taking with only 10 seconds to spare. The Hunter's Fury comes out. He moves the spike, in fact. soulcas killing the other player, getting damage onto Hoodie. He's down to 45 with nowhere to hide. The first peek's denied. soulcas hits the dirt. Hoodie hits the shot, not the follow-up, and so Link will take him down. A 6th round for Liquid.
With that one, maybe he can get cover, look for the next frag. A nice opening shot. But they need a casket in the boathouse because that's where he'll die. And this was very interesting because What the hell? Did Happy not tell our Cypher that there was a turret there every single round? Too easy of an opening here for Liquid on the first kill. And they get the refrag on Kryptix, which is big, but that's answered right back by Scream, who turns it into 2.
Yeah, he just came sprinting into the market. There was a world where that op 1v3 comes into fruition.
They're all playing through earthquakes right now. Jesus.
Rolling thunder.
In your house. Oh man, the immersion. Who needs VR?
Dash from Scream. I love the aggression, just getting hyper aggressive on B, seeing absolutely nothing. Will Scream get caught on the fallback, however? That's the question we have to ask him alongside Eccles. This is absolutely forcing the hand of Prodigy to get aggressive towards A. But the problem is they are running into this heavily stacked defense. Or are they? Even with the turrets in the corner, with the... Oh wait, Nano Swarm popping off.
Yeah, this is an interesting... I mean, it's just because Boo, he actually ults in. Or sorry, no.
Just normal
excuse
TP.
me. Yeah, no, excuse me. Just regular, gets in.
Get out of my way.
Onto the zone, and yeah, it just skips a bit of utility. The rolling thunder. Oh my god, Eccles, he turns that into a kill as well.
He turns around into Hoodie, who thought he could play Trigger Discipline, but he pays the absolute cost. Boo's gonna find one. soulcas goes down, 4v4. We've got the showstopper and the neural theft for Prodigy if they need it. But Kryptix, 2 kills. Happy's gonna whip out the rocket, drive by, and denied. Nothing comes from it. They predict both peaks, and Liquid, just in the nick of time, will take their 7th round.
Oh my goodness. Off your feet, edge of your seat, whatever. That gets you feeling. And, sorry, the Shrouded Step into the site, it passes by some utility. It makes it awkward for Liquid because they weren't anticipating something like that to happen, but they still deal with it. Doing so good on these retakes. I mean, you can't account for this, though. That's something where Hoodie, that's free of charge. And he still ends up paying. Got to be very frustrating. And Eccles could have very much died, even if he looked in that direction but didn't hit that first bullet headshot.
Yeah, of course.
So,
yeah, you know, very preoccupied with the abilities, but here comes Hoodie.
oh, he's pissed.
That is a swift second kill. Of course, neural theft. That's going to absolutely lend a helping hand.
Now they have to win.
Yeah,
Finally.
but the cost, of course, 2 ults. What kind of a cost is added to the tally?
Will Kill pop this? Is the question.
All the while, they send scouting out the site. Keep your eyes on Raze.
Oh,
Happy
man.
doing
Finally.
what he does. Lurking late from heaven, and yeah, absolute head turn from 2. That's the first one, and the second, and a third perhaps. No, sir, but revealed and dealt with. delezyh, final kill for him. They use their ultimates, but that's a thrifty round win.
Right when they're trying to get set up inside of their choke point, you've got Jett, who, of course, this invaluable aspect of Jett to be able to instantly create so much space and also be ready to fight. Also, ready to fight at any verticality with her ultimate out. So the Blade Storm comes into effect, and again, Hoodie's just pissed off from what happened that last round, makes it a 2K, and there's not really a way back into that. Now, of course, because of that situation, Liquid have hung on to Killjoy's ultimate, which means this could be a free round if they play it correctly. And it is the last round of the half. We'll see how this goes now for Prodigy.
Eccles. Oh, no. Oh, he does it to him dirty. Gonna drop the flash, peek for a little bit more. Boo, fully blind. Hits the headshot. Sit that shotgun down.
Judge probably would have blown him away at that range, to be fair.
Now, if all of a sudden they go to this A split, it's a tough one for Liquid. They've got only Link in position. I love how Prodigy goes slow.
Yeah, they really kind of value map control, thinking about every step. And now with eyes on short, yeah, we'll see. I think Link's going to be happy to try to take fights here. Won't necessarily move forward, trying to stay out of range. Oh, takes a fair bit of damage, but he'll fall back.
Yep, zoned out of the position. Too many abilities popping off all around him. Link can't flick into Happy, but luckily Kryptix there to
30
trade.
seconds left.
And a 3v3 ensues as Spike is planted. Last round of the half, 3 ultimates in play. Kryptix drops the lockdown. Now there is a Hunter's Fury to try and keep these players off the retake. If Boo doesn't leave, which he now has to, he's gonna drop his ultimate to get out of position all the way back beyond mid cubby. 0 players detained. That is information gained, but a post-plant retained so far. delezyh, there's the ult, trying to get them off the defuse yet again. Kryptix, he can't even get it halfway, or did he? Yes, that could be enough. Yes, it is. Absolutely stuck for the win. delezyh dies in the end, but 8 rounds for Liquid at the close of this first half. We'll be back after the break to finish up Ascent. Liquid with a 4-round lead over top of Prodigy. The favorites on Ascent
It's a good lead.
have delivered.
It's a good lead. Of course, they did that on defense, so we'll see. I think it was an interesting half from a lot of perspectives. Number one, Happy having such an extraordinary half. Also kind of leading the charge, aggressive lurk mid, getting information, having one amazing flank round.
Yeah.
Looks super sharp aim-wise.
Yeah.
Super ship shape.
Ship shoppity shoopity doo. Welcome back. And let's watch Scream jet dash into the A site. No opening kill just yet. Oh, all right. Waiting for that door tap, huh? Eccles gets wrecked.
Yeah, blitz.
It was a blitz into the A site. Now a man advantage for the retake. So many retake wins for Liquid as they finished off that first half. Waiting for the smokes to fade. Now it's only aim that remains. Ah, no, there is another smoke down. Link lays it out, and it's him and Scream and soulcas all across the kill feed. Easy win for Liquid in the post plant. They got their roots dug deep.
We hate to say it, longtime FPS casters here. That pistol was important.
Classic.
It was important. The game could be very interesting because of the swap of sides here on Ascent, but with the pistol, it really takes the edge off to close this out. Coming into attack, so we'll see. We'll see what happens now. But it was beautiful stuff. That turret is so powerful on pistol rounds. It feels like you got to waste the whole mag reload and shoot all of them again to get that thing down.
It's crazy how many abilities.
It's panic mode.
Yeah.
Because you know someone's nearby. You know someone's going to peek you right after you shoot your third bullet.
Out goes the tech. Owl drone for information. Little peek from Scream.
My goodness.
There's the first one, but Hoody's got the shorty. Uh-oh. Whoop, just dodged the scan. 2 players here. Somebody should kill Scream. Can they trade?
No way.
All the way into the B site.
Oh, they're clearing out all the right side angles. Scream, he's getting ready.
And will he connect? Whoop, dashes back. A classic Jett endeavor. Kryptix right back to the front line. Get out of the way. We've got grenades all over the place. Hoody, he just wants to get close enough, but can't. Kryptix gonna deny him.
Oh, just decrypts the angle so carefully. Beautiful.
Downside of the shorty. It's short. Eccles dodging burst shots. Kryptix moves beyond.
30 seconds left.
And that is an easy plant.
Spike planted.
It all goes down at the beginning of B.
One player remaining.
And
Flawless.
it just doesn't get any harder. I mean, Scream, it's just huge to be able to use Jett like that because of the damage. And we see that in the worst case situation where Jett can get information, attempt at a headshot, and get away, right? And then they bait him into trying to look for that Jett peek again, but there's somebody else refreshing his position. Sliggy mentioned that it was actually Kryptix who he felt like was the next best aimer behind Scream on the roster, which is big praise.
Of course.
It's hard to take the #1 spot when Scream's on the roster. I kind of feel like even if it wasn't true, you wouldn't say that Scream wasn't the better. That's his brand. You'd have to give it to him, right?
It's a selling point.
Yeah, like even if it was a month off, you just call it a month off, but you still call him the best aimer. But I know Sliggy's a straight shooter. That he would call it like it is. And so big praise to Kryptix for that compliment. We can kind of see why.
Scream gonna waste no time dashing in, but he didn't have his gun out, wasn't quite ready for a Happy, who's looking to lay down the law. A second kill from Happy. pipsoN's gonna die out from beneath heaven. And Happy's still standing, but here comes Hoody. Finds the headshot into soulcas. Spike is on site. Kryptix attempting to give a helping hand, but Hoody wastes no time. Alongside Boo, it is just headshot after headshot as Prodigy get their 5th round with 4 members alive.
That was nonstop fireworks, constant pressure. That's such a key. Like, even if you're not going for the retake, attempting the duels as people are trying to get comfortable is a huge part of the retake, the kind of overall scheme for the rounds, where that damage that you can get through the floor bangs, through the trying to judge where the plant spot is, you know, with a Hunter's Fury, all of these things that come out early have a greater impact in the later parts of the round where you don't notice them right away. And sometimes it results in the round being won and no spike being planted, which is another highlight. So it looks like Liquid will now put some eyes down mid. They'll spot a Jett, and because they get the tag off, Jett will be followed. This will allow Scream to recover some space. And look at her, aching with pains here with this dart in. And oh my goodness, she is gone.
Bamboozled. Paranoia. Recon darted. And Screams.
Give her a chance.
Absolutely obliterated. But obviously all of those efforts going into the 5 versus 4 nets them the reward of a little bit of mid control. They fade away from it, they fall back, and they look to reaggress in through Cubby. Boo is going to have to be the one-man army. It's a big ask of Liquid to just go running through these smokes, but they are grouping up to do exactly that. The paranoia hits the mark.
How?
But still they're able to see what they need to in order to get through that first line of defense. Now they hit the second wave. With the door closing, they still haven't cleared the back of the site.
30
It's
seconds
pipsoN
left.
in with one. And Happy, well, he just cuts off Eccles.
He won't get out-lurked.
Now it's the 2v2. delezyh is going to soften one up
One
ever
enemy
so
remaining.
slightly, but Scream
planted.
takes his head off. And now Happy, whose last position was known, has to find a way into the retake. He's got one satchel charge, and he nearly finds the player in the back, but that's Link with the headshot and Liquid's 11th
Happy does
round.
his part. He gets the really important solo kill on short for the flank. Needs somebody to combine with. Can't come in as the player they know is left from that spot and be expected to 1v2 all that easily. But Scream, all of the details with this man, he's got more composure than a penguin at prom wearing a tuxedo, okay? He is picking apart all these angles and not even losing it when he gets paranoiaed over on short B. At different positions on the map, he's always able to stay ready, stay focused, and not get shaken by the utility coming his way.
And now while Prodigy trail by 6 rounds, Liquid getting ever closer to victory lane. Operator on hoody, can it make a difference?
Penguins would be composed, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
In tuxedos, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't feel composed in a tuxedo?
Right. They're not exactly the most graceful animals, but with a tuxedo, I think everything changes. And Scream, he's a lion with a mane. Have you seen that hair?
Whoa.
He's had a hell of a glow up.
Nothing in mid again. They're going to get close to tree. We saw this similarly in the last round, but there are now some trap wires through the door to the site itself. Those trap wires, if those pop off, well, that could definitely help the Jett in the back of the site. Scream, gonna have to fall away. Look at this, total rotation back through bottom mid.
But
And
everybody
now Scream
knows.
pops all. Yeah, they're gonna try to scramble him back. Oh, double dash from Scream, getting pipsoN. And now on the site itself, they've got one player. Happy, gonna use the showstopper. That could be huge. 2 off of the rocket, but Link coming in with the quick flank, doesn't clear his corner, and Happy makes the hold.
God damn, they're sad. Holy. Of course, no reaction. I mean, that's just the dude he is. All the way deep down to the core. The funniest name in esports.
The most, yeah.
For the funniest, yeah, for the kind of person he is. Beautiful play, man. Listen, I was just about to go riff on about how, oh, it's just glorious. Would have got 3 even if Scream didn't get shot in the back from, I think, the boathouse. Scream go shout out Happy for that one.
Yeah.
But, you know, the opening frags, they come out. The rotate is one thing, but him updrafting, killing a player as they make so much noise, knowing somebody's going to be caught in transition, and then getting the kill, that's just what it's been all about with him, man. The freedom of expression for Scream so far has been amazing. Outstanding.
Look at this pace. Absolutely no hold on it. Scream looking with the frenzy for an additional kill, but he will come down empty-handed. 3 ultimates from Prodigy, but not in a pressured position whereby they have to make it happen. Happy is in the sky, denying anything at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Doing his best Jett impression.
For sure. He's not stopping. I mean, he can be airborne for long enough.
Look at this scoreboard when we get the chance.
It's a bit lopsided.
A little bit.
24, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Wow. Liquid looking like the better team, but Happy is the all-star of Ascent so far.
I'd rather have the former, though, right? Is the problem. Especially when you look at the scoreline. See, it's going to be a bit of a climb back. How much individual skill can he ooze that he'll take down Liquid and pull off this comeback? He needs some help from his teammates.
Good ultimate setup here for Liquid as well. They've got the lockdown, the Hunter's Fury, and a Rolling Thunder. That combination of ultimates can absolutely be enough to just add 1 round to the board, and that 12th would guarantee them overtime at least. We shall see. Scream finds his positioning in mid.
I think they've been hard to read, but some of the magic of the Liquid rotation is not necessarily picking the site they don't know. It's also kind of understanding when they're being noticed and using that to their advantage as well, which makes it scary to rotate, and especially with the idea that you don't know if they'll go back. But now they've completely fallen silent with mid control and have decided to think about a split on B, and we've got Cypher on the right side of mid. If no one goes through spawn, he might feel scared about moving. He'll start to make his presence known, but they're already in.
It's only one player scanned.
Yeah.
For how many members of Liquid are actually out here? I feel like this could give Boo a bit of overconfidence.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. And they try to go for the rotation. Hoodie, he cuts down one, but that's the spike carrier spotted. And because Boo can move from the shadows, he's gonna go deep onto long A, right into Wine. A double back again because of the Omen
Oh my
ult.
God, are they not going for this? Yeah, they can't.
They just concede.
Wow, they sit
10
there on
seconds
short.
left.
That is a bit rough to watch. I mean, there were a few seconds off. Like, they even popped the Omen ult just for the emergency rotation, but we don't see that they're willing to take the risk of having him put into the back of the site. So kind of a bit of reactive, it's reactive play, clearly. But I think they need to, if they're going to gamble like that, they got to commit harder to it. Maybe take a risk, or even just use the Omen to die in heaven. If they did that, they would at least know that someone was there. And if no one peeks, then he gets heaven control and they actually have a chance at winning the round. Instead, they burn the ult with no further success. So tough spot, but it's still a good situation overall for Team Liquid. They have now room to make mistakes because of the first half.
Hoodie's gonna go through this? Oh my God, all right, let's get ready for it.
What on earth?
Chaotic A hit. Happy and Hoodie holding the line with 3 kills between them. Then finally something comes back from Liquid. A kill apiece for the 2 remaining members.
It's so ugly, right, on the entrance, but because of those kills, I mean, there's an actual real chance they could hold this off.
Yep. Gotta wait out the recon bolt. It burns itself out. Now Link has regained at least 1 smoke. Doesn't get the recon off. A little bit of damage with the wall bank. That is an Odin. Oh my God. And there's the long peek from Boo. Exactly what they needed here to put way too much pressure onto Kryptix. He hears the Odin above. Wants to take down that first. But, oh my God, looks away, and delezyh hits him through the floorboards to give Prodigy their 9th. This is a sick run from Prodigy.
Absolutely.
Now. We're talking 4 rounds in a row to deny that 12th point. The security net. The safety blanket. It's not there.
The Connorisms. I love that. Oh man, it is like, just like Mixwell said in the interview, it's a lot about adapting, right? What they viewed as a skill on G2 was being able to improv a lot. And it's not necessarily that's what we're seeing from Prodigy, but definitely the adaption part of that. And it seems to be mounting a bit against Liquid, where the calling is starting to taper off a little bit, the confidence in that. And, I mean, that rush, it just looks strange. Running through the early cages, only to get sprayed down, which was kind of inevitable at that point. What was the idea to try to take A control that quickly, and what were they expecting to find at the choke point is the main question. Really tough, of course, because the defense can really shuffle who is on what side at any given time, but we've seen a lot of Cypher on A. So that's why I'm surprised they weren't more ready.
Oh my God, they're gonna go for it again. Okay, let's see. Obviously little to offer. 2 rifles in the mix between Link and soulcas.
Surely Jett has to get to the middle of sight.
Shadows traveling.
Set him up on the mini-map. He'll go through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scream does what he does. Happy finds 1. Little bit of gap there in the cloud burst, but not enough to be punished for the plant.
Spike planted.
Still 3 ultimates up for Prodigy. Happy, excellent kill through the floorboards into the head of Eccles. Still the pressure's high. Link denied any further success. Absolutely predicted, but Scream, he takes the position, and that's gonna catch Boo off guard. Kryptix being burned out into the open, dies alongside his teammate. It's a 3K from pipsoN, it's a 10th round for Prodigy, and it's a 1-round lead left for Liquid.
And you better believe Liquid, you know, they're not feeling comfortable at this moment. That's not necessarily a close post-plant situation. The spike getting planted on A is not going to be a surprise to the defenders anymore. It's no surprise that, especially with Prodigy in this game, they're able to pull it off. Now the entrying looks a little bit better. The amount of space that Scream creates by dashing to the top of the generator helps a lot. Looks cleaner on the way in. But even on the way in, as the spike is getting planted, you got Prodigy doing what they need to do, just getting some kills, getting some damage off. And of course, with a weapons advantage, you expect them to win the round as well. And now we've got 3 ults up on both sides, which is very interesting because Killjoy, again, if played properly, especially threatening B with this, could potentially win them the round. I think this is a situation where you keep your Sova, delezyh, on B site, and then you use him to ult the Killjoy ult. And that's the tricky part for Team Liquid. This might be the site they want to go to, but he can always threaten this defense.
At this point in the game, trying to either achieve or deny that 12th round with so many ults on the board, man, we're going to get some really cool counterplay, but Hoody just obliterates Scream.
And that Jett on Jett dual stat has been critical.
Boo has the chance to hard flank through B if he chooses to. Got 2 traps here inside tree for Prodigy. And pipsoN, well, he doesn't have to shoot the dart on this cam. No. Well placed, just keep it hidden in the leaves.
So uncomfortable to clear without getting into the site.
In the shrubbery. pipsoN's gonna play close. They just called out that camera. They heard it close. Link's gonna lay down the paranoia, smoking off the player towards heaven. pipsoN has to fall back. It is only this Omen in from Cat. He lays down his own smoke. Kryptix goes for the plant, but that's a bit of a false fake. Hunter's Fury coming out, missing the mark. 10 seconds to spare as Liquid get it in. And now it's the retake that's on. Prodigy, 3 players coming in from heaven, 2 of which are still standing. It is only Kryptix left. He's got the lockdown, he's got the spray, but delezyh denies it. And that is an 11th for Prodigy. Wow, this game just keeps on giving.
Oh my God, yeah, it doesn't stop. And wait, did we even have, we had the ult pop? Did everything go off that round? That's the big question.
Nope. Look at Liquid's ult count.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Golly gee willikers.
Why didn't we have the ult go off? Kryptix held on to this, maybe because he was never comfortable?
Yeah. I mean,
they're worried about it getting shot down. Did he also have the spike?
It was so frantic, and yes, Kryptix did plant.
Because that might be an issue, and they need a safe place to put it to protect it. And it would have probably been hard to coordinate, and that's part of the reason that you constantly apply pressure. You keep stirring the pot, right? You never let the pan settle, and now just the heat's getting turned up before they can figure out what's going on. They're trying to get in, and Scream is going to die 2 times in a row early? No.
He hit the trap, and they're not able to punish him. Scream getting away with his life. Boo gonna try to find timing on the peak. Oh, but he gets stunned. This should be disastrous for Prodigy, unless Happy can somehow bring it in. But again, Kryptix playing with both the spike and the lockdown.
He's in B though now.
He still holds on to it. Every other ultimate from Liquid's gone down. Every ultimate for Prodigy held on to. And now this lockdown, they have to wait it out. In 2 seconds, the retake could get rolling, but they're already at a man disadvantage. Do they play for overtime, or do they try to deny this 12th round from Liquid? They're gonna get it moving in. Happy trying to check out B main. That showstopper could be huge. He shoots it back into the boathouse, gets 1. He's done. delezyh comes in with a double. It's all on Link. Double headshot and the third. A 12th round for Liquid.
Whoa, guaranteeing match point Link, the guy we talked up on the desk. What a move by him. It was all over. The retakes were so good. That's the one heroic play we've had in the last, what, 6, 7 rounds from Team Liquid? Happy did it all.
One player remaining.
delezyh with the double. Link from the deepest of corners.
Perfect.
A sick third kill.
Just visualizes that third frag. You can see that crosshair dropping down left, trying to control the spray, knowing exactly where someone would peek from.
Get out of my way.
And he just believed. MJ with his eyes closed at the three-point line.
And off of that, we've got Scream with the Blade Storm out. That is all Liquid have to work with. If there's any silver lining, it's that Prodigy didn't burn all of the ultimates in that attempted retake. Boo still can move from the shadows. pipsoN with the neural theft if they can get a kill. These could be crucial mid-round moments for Prodigy, but they have to survive to the mid-round. We've got Scream trying to challenge onto short. He takes to the skies, and he's not yet seen. He soars beyond Hoody's crosshair. And just like that, it's a 4 versus 2. Echoes puts down the spike. And the 2 remaining members of Prodigy having to retake from their spawn. Already, Happy's moved beyond, but soon he'll walk into Link here on short. It's a crucial duel that he falls off of. They know they can kernel this defense, sit within the site, and just play reactively to the first fights from Prodigy that have to come forward. Map 1 on the line, and now it's done. Team Liquid 13-11. A ridiculous run from Prodigy. 6 rounds in a row, but Liquid have had enough.
Well, hell, it couldn't have been closer, and we could have very easily had an overtime situation for Team Liquid where you better believe it would have been a bit hot under the collar.